Hello and welcome to Business Extra. You join us at one of Norwich's most iconic shopping centres, the Royal Arcade. Built in 1899, it's just one of a handful of locations across the country nominated for the Great British High Street Award. It'll be the second time we've won the award in 2 years if we manage to scoop up the prize. And today judges have been taking a tour and having a look at what's on offer here. So it's a big day for retailers. But first, let's get the business headlines from Neil Perry.
Thank you very much indeed, Amy. Now, first tonight, it's probably the biggest night in the Norfolk business calendar, the EDP Business Awards 2016. 15 awards were handed out during the ceremony that was held at the Norfolk Showground. The big winners were EPOS Now, who took home 3 awards. They were the Tech Innovator Award, the Employer of the Year and the Business of the Year too. The Outstanding Achievement Award was presented to Caroline Williams. She's the Chief Executive of the Norfolk Chamber of Commerce in recognition of her commitment to representing the business community in the county over the last 17 years. Now, as you'll know, it's Armistice Day tomorrow when we stop to remember those who fell fighting for our country. But a Norwich tech company has been helping the Poppy Appeal this year by coming up with a new contactless giving system. The trial allows people to give to the appeal via smartphones and contactless bank cards, stopping people having to rummage in their pockets for a bit of loose change. Now, Norwich has got one, Great Yarmouth has 2, but now Kings Lynn's following suit and traders have narrowly voted in favour of setting up a Business Improvement District, or BID as it's better known. It means traders have to pay a small levy to the group to help boost footfall and publicity. 53% of traders were in favour of it, but there was only a turnout of around 40%. The deadline for any objections to the outcome of the ballot is on December the 7th. And finally, when it comes to bringing in the tourist pound to Norfolk at this time of year, there's few places that do it like the Thursford Christmas Spectacular. The show's going into its 40th year now, after starting up as a simple carol concert back in 1977. It now has a £4 million budget and is thought to be worth around £10 million every year to the local economy. Some 50 coaches a day appear for the show from all over the country, and others make a weekend of it, choosing to come to North Norfolk for the hotels. The founder, John Cushing, says they're amazed how far and wide people travel from.
I have to pinch myself when I go up there and look at where the coaches come from, and indeed when the tickets are going out in the evenings, I look at all the envelopes, and there's so many places in England I don't even recognise, didn't even know the places existed, but yes, I mean from every corner of England, Scotland and Wales.
Thanks, Neil. The judges' tour started here and they got the chance to have a look around some of the shops and get a feel for the city. It's not just the arcade being nominated though. Also included in the area is the Castle Museum and the Castle Mall. The push for the title is being led by Norwich Business Improvement District, and more than 900 cities sent in applications from around the country, but only 3 of those were selected. So what makes Norwich's Castle and Arcade District so special?
We're Berries and Grey. We're a homeware furniture shop that specialises in homeware, accessories, interior design and chalk paint.
We are Macarons and More. We specialise in macarons, in celebration cakes. We have our own cook school.
We're the Tannery, and we stock bags from across Europe, especially Italy, from fine leather workshops. We stock handbags, wallets, purses and everything in between.
We're so excited for the nomination, but basically we're just all a little family really, a little community, and we work really well together doing collaborations, and networking is great. The BID has done a fantastic job with the Wi-Fi and introducing new platforms to all the businesses, so we can then do offers, more events, collaborations together.
The arcade in general is such a lovely place. Visually it's very stunning. We have a lot of independent shops here. It's a lovely community. It really comes alive, you know, when there's more people involved in the arcade and filling all the spaces.
We've grown, we've got some unique independence here, and we're really trying to make it a historic place to come shopping, and somewhere with a difference as well, especially at Christmas time. It looks lovely.
Norwich was one of the places that was identified in the shortlist because of the great collaboration through the Business Improvement District, working with those businesses, consumer groups, the councils to deliver vibrancy and vitality back into the city. And also, I think importantly, because of some of the innovative things that the city has done, including the app that it launched a couple of years ago, which seems to have been taken up by thousands of people who get huge benefit from it, and the Wi-Fi capability that the city has put in over the last couple of years that mean people have access to information through their mobile phones and their tablets, as well as all of the physical stores, the great physical stores, the multiples and the independents that there are here in the city.
We know he snuck down last night unannounced and had a look round in the area, so it was really good that he had positive things to say and said, without people knowing, they were already sort of huge advocates of the city, really enjoyed the city, never been here before, so really pleased to have a look round, and we've had a great time meeting all the businesses, and obviously the city itself sells itself. Once you're here, you're aware of how amazing it is, and the businesses just help to sort of animate that.
But it's not all about what the judges have to say. Half of the vote is made up by the public, and the people of Norwich are rather proud of what we have on offer.
I like this area because there's a lot of history here, and the Castle Museum has got so much history in it, and plus the shops are very nice around here.
Oh, it's the character of the place, the history, the atmosphere, it's got it all going for it.
It's a good area. I can remember coming to this when I was tiny weeny, when we used to visit our relatives in Norwich, and it's got the small shops that you like to just look at and browse in.
The arcade, we've always shopped in for, it's been like this for about, I was here in 1977. We used to come up around when we were kids, so this is all pretty much sort of fantastic.
You can buy just about anything here. There's all sorts of different things. There's the department stores, there's the little independent shops. We just had a really nice lunch, haven't we?
Yeah, lovely lunch and marmalade.
So, and we can come and get things for Daisy and find all sorts of things. Lovely, and it's such a nice town as well. It looks so attractive as
Definitely.
I think it's recognition of all of the hard work. The business community, the Business Improvement District and the council working together to draw people from the surrounding area, but I think importantly from outside of the surrounding area as well, through things like the City of Ale event that you run or the fashion event. So it's bringing trade to the area. That's one very important thing. I think the other important thing, probably more important, is the pride that people have in the place where they work, where they spend their leisure time, where they shop. And I think that really kind of uplifts the whole place and gives a sense of kind of satisfaction. That's a very important thing too.
The city's up against Bristol and Derby, but after Norwich Lanes saw a big boost after their win in 2014, the Castle and Arcade District is determined to do the same.
Having spoken with the Lanes, and they sit on the board, we obviously got funds to invest in activities for the Lanes. They got resources to support it, but we were obviously aware that it was hugely important for them, and what it does, it just puts them on the national map. It's marketing on a national level, and that positive PR can only be good for the area.
Just the recognition of us being put back on the map again would be brilliant. We've got obviously the side of it would be the funding would be fantastic to enhance even more just our innovative ideas we've all got with the bid combined as well, so that would be great.
If we were to win, again I think that it would encourage local businesses to come to the arcade, to set up their shops here. I think it would be great in terms of advertising. I think sometimes there are parts of Norwich that are sort of hidden away. I think arcades may be one of those. People tend to go for the shopping malls rather than, you know, the small little nooks and crannies that Norwich has to offer.
It'd feel great to win, and I think it would really bring a lot more footfall here for us. As I said, we are all independent, so we really could count on that footfall, and hopefully generate some money and some interest into the place as well. So it would mean an awful lot to us as businesses and as people and as local people as well.
We've got two areas of the city that are considered our national exemplars, so I think what it helps to do is to put Norwich on the map where it should be, and to show actually for visitors or users of the city, hopefully it makes the case as to why they would come here, what the city's got to offer, and hopefully drives more footfall, more visits and more stays in the city.
Voting closes on the 18th of November, so there's only a few days left to have your say. That's all we have time for now, but you can join the conversation on Twitter. We're at Mustard TV. Just use the hashtag BusinessExtra. Sports Extra will be with you at the same time tomorrow, but for now, thank you for watching and good night.